Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purple and Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight we're going to be doing some love and astrology for the week of April 7th through the 13th. So we are looking at that powerful Aries eclipse that comes in on the 8th. We've been talking about it for several days. This is the reading that I'm going to be offering tonight after the collective reading. Don't forget, guys, we are multi-streaming 3 different platforms. I see everybody coming in from everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Welcome, welcome. All right, so before we start, I'm actually going to do something a little fun. I'm going to tell you 5 unique facts about this April 8th solar eclipse. Hi, Diana. I thought you were going to be late, Diana. I was late. I was late because Diana said she was going to be late, and then she wasn't late. She beat me here. Michelle over on Facebook. Hello, ladies. Hello. Miss Tina is with us. Me and Miss Tina had an amazing day. We went to that, I think it was the Pioneer Settlement. I'm probably not saying that right. And we took her granddaughter. I definitely had a very good time. I got some pictures. I'm going to make some shorts and I'll give you guys some fun stuff to look at. But that's what we did today with our Easter. So I hope everyone had a good Easter. All right, guys, I'm kind of cheating with the 5 unique facts, so you gotta bear with me because I gotta go over and read them off my list because I didn't write them down. Hi, Tim. All right, and I actually picked several, so I'm gonna go through and pick the ones that I think are my favorite. Right? I know. That's it. The 1850 home place. That's what it was called. Thank you, Miss Tina. All right, guys, ready? 5 unique facts. You probably know some of these, especially if you're in the United States, right? All right, so the first one I picked was my favorite because the dates definitely coincide with my own journey. So this April 8th solar eclipse in Aries is going to be the first total solar eclipse visible from the continental United States since August 21st of 2017. So of course, highly anticipated for us. All right, so I found this one interesting because I thought it was really just like one big stretch, which it is, but it's weird how far away you can see it, right? So second unique fact about this April 8th solar eclipse, the path of totality for this eclipse will stretch across the United States from actually the Pacific Northwest to the Northeast, crossing over numerous major cities, including Dallas, Indianapolis, Buffalo, and its estimated totality will last at approximately 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 28 seconds, actually. So it's going to be the longest point. It's going to allow for an extended period of experiencing this really breathtaking phenomenon, right? All right, here's one you guys might not know. All right, number 3, unique fact. The last time a total solar eclipse occurred solely within the boundaries of the United States, ready, was on June 13, 1257. That's right. Therefore, the April 8, 2024 eclipse will make a significant milestone in astronomical history. And we don't have to go anywhere to see it, right? Everybody's coming here to see it. All right, number 4. The 2024 eclipse will coincide. This one was interesting with solar cycle peaks, or also known as solar maximum. So during this phase, the sun is most active, resulting in increased sunspot activity and higher chance for solar flares. How many of you guys hear about solar flares ever since your awakening? All right, here's another interesting one. Last one, ready? This particular solar eclipse can be considered a crossing eclipse because it's occurring where the moon shadow intersects with the path of the previous or future eclipse. In this case, the April 8, 2024 eclipse will cross the path of the August 21st, 2017 eclipse. So have you guys seen that cross? I know you guys have. They've made TikTok videos of it everywhere, right? So that's pretty interesting. All right, that's my last unique fact about the solar eclipse. So here's what we're doing tonight, guys. Solar eclipse readings, I'm looking at after energy, right? We've been looking at what happens as we build up to this energy. We're here now, and I don't know, I'm just kind of tired of it. So I want to see what comes after the eclipse. And remember, eclipses are a time where your life can take a different direction. And I feel like that's what's going to happen to many of us, right? So that's what I'm going to look at. Which direction is your life going to take? All right. Of course, I'm going to start with a collective reading first. I appreciate you, ladies. Don't stress out about it though. All right, so I pulled the Heal Yourself reading cards out for our collective. I do want to mention, guys, we did all of April's astrology transits, and you can find that over on my YouTube channel under the live tab. We do have a couple other significant transits happening this week, but of course the April 8th eclipse is going to kind of override everything else, right? And I feel like many of us are already starting to feel this energy. For me, it's giving me, excuse me, it's giving me direction, like where I'm headed, where I'm going. And I feel like finally, right? Because it feels like I've kind of been waiting for direction for a minute. I kept saying I feel like I was just standing out here. It's like, okay, I did the things, now what, right? All right, self-sabotage is coming out for a masculine energy. I don't know if they're actually self-sabotaging or if they're realizing that they self-sabotage all the time. And so now, like, being more, I'm hearing the word proactive. So it's like trying not to self-sabotage. In other words, ooh, this is interesting because I feel like I've been seeing this too. In other words, you're seeing your mistakes. So it's like, I can tell that I'm implementing the spiritual lessons I've learned on this journey up to now, right? But I can also, and of course, it's making my life easier, right? And more blessed, of course. But I can also see more clearly the mistakes that I make, right? Or like my triggers, things like that, right? So I feel like that could be what's happening for masculine energy. Which of course will have you respond a little different once you realize that you've been reacting a certain way, right? It's number 2. So the 2 could be significant. This could have something to do with like a partnership, relationship. All right, let's do feminine energy. We have the Wild card. Look at us go. Help from above is on the bottom, but we're going to keep shuffling. All right, so the Wild card is actually one of my favorite cards in the Heal Yourself reading card because it has such a misconception about what the meaning is. Ready? It says that this person is trying to like suppress this energy that is pushing her in a certain direction. Like she wants to go this way. She feels drawn to go this way. She feels called to go this way, right? But it's like she's trying to suppress it. It could be fear, anxiety, anything. Lack of self-confidence. But it's like don't do it type of thing. Or maybe she feels like she's not supposed to. So here's the interesting part. Ready? The Heal Yourself reading cards, the Wild card says that whatever you're trying to suppress, like this is spirit given energy. It's creative energy. Whatever it is you're wanting to go do, you see what I'm trying to say? And it's like your fears and anxiety and lack of self-confidence is what's telling you that you can't do something. It's not spirit saying that you can't do it. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. The Dreams card. Dreams have been pretty significant. The Pride card's on the bottom. I got in trouble for seeing this TikTok video today where the gentleman was talking about, like, we all have this label that we put on God. And some people's God is like really, really kind and really, really nice and all unconditional love and all, rose petals and flowers and yay. And he was like, my God's not like that. Like my God doesn't allow me to do the things that you people do. He said, my God is mean. And he kind of like, he's mean to me too. but highly protective of us, right? They found pretty nasty. But I said something to you guys in a collective reading about dreams. I said that you weren't writing your dreams down. I said that we were taking things like drinking, smoking, sometimes just could be medication. But we were doing things that were blocking us from being able to remember our dreams, because people tell me all the time, they're like, Rosa, I don't dream. And I'm like, that's not true. Just, a few research books, everybody dreams. Like your brain doesn't just like, there's not a switch and it doesn't like turn off, and it's still going while you're asleep, right? And I know it's not very scientific sounding, but that's just about as simple as I can make it sound. So what happens is like we intake something into our bodies that cause us to not be able to remember those dreams. But here's where I got in trouble. Are you guys ready? I haven't been writing all my dreams down. I will write them down when, if I remember, like if I get up and I'm like, oh yeah, that was big and I need to write that down. Or I'll write it down. Sometimes, do you guys ever have dreams where it's like part 1, 2, 3? You know what I'm saying? Like this dream went with this dream. You know what I mean? So I'll do that, like just so I feel like it's somehow making me not confused, which is not really true. I'm still confused, but what I'm not doing is, if it's like I feel, if I think it's not significant, or if I think like, oh, that's not a big deal, or it's not big enough to write down, it's not important enough, these types of things. Because what Spirit is teaching me this week is that just because I think something isn't important doesn't mean that it's not actually important or won't be important to me later. And here's another thing I'm learning. Just because Divine Feminine thinks that something's not important does not mean that it is not important to Divine Masculine, and same vice versa, right? But the dreams is also bridging energy. So dreams really important, guys. Write your dreams down. You do like transfer, send information, receive information in your dreams. But it's also about going after what you want. And that's also the message that I'm hearing right now, is that it's very possible these two energies are not supposed to have the same goal. I mean, that's not true. I got yelled at right away. Okay. Remember that card in the energy oracle that shows the door in the hallway, like laying on the floor, and the goal is like, the light at the end of the tunnel, but like you're walking down the hallway and there's this obstacle that comes out, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. It's kind of like that type of energy. It's like this energy may decide to go around the door, and this energy may decide to go through the door. You know what I mean? Masculine energy is a lot more aggressive. Feminine energy is a lot more nurturing, right? So it's going to look different. It's going to be different. And I feel like I've been getting this message for a minute. So there's something about how the expectations that we may have of one another that could be something too, especially with the pride card on the bottom, because the pride card, if you look it up in the Heal Yourself reading cards, it says we're not always right, right? Like we have to understand that we're not always going to be right. What do I want to use? Elemental Wisdom or the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight? Here's what I want to say. I feel like the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Here's this one. I love this tarot. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune. That could be a yes, right? All right, it's time. But here's what I'm gonna say. With the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight, I get this energy, and every single tarot is gonna have, look at this, Two of Cups coming out. This is the one we're gonna pick. But I don't know, people are like, but this one's major arcana. Okay, but let me explain. So they all have their own energy. They all feel a different way. This is the happiest card you've ever seen. Happiest tarot is going to be the Unicorn Tarot. So if you guys are looking for happy tarot, right? The Elemental Wisdom is implementation of your spiritual lessons, which is where we are right now, right? I bought these not too long ago. We will use them again, but we're not going to use them tonight because here's what it's giving, the vibe that it's giving. Ready? It's giving this not self-sabotage, but like victim consciousness energy. And it's kind of just been rubbing me the wrong way for a minute. And I just kind of want to take a break from them. So we're going to use elemental wisdom. So if anybody's wondering like why, and it's not that like it's the cards, it's going to be, well, I mean, it is going to be the cards, but it's also me, right? Like it depends on where we are and where our energies are and how they match to those cards. All right, so elemental wisdom, because we're definitely in implementation, right? Like that's the goal. Let's look at the self-sabotage. It's pretty interesting because I'm really trying to be like giving here and be like, you know, they're not going to self-sabotage, or they see where they self-sabotage for divine masculine, but I also see the wild card. So it's like this energy of like wanting to do something but suppressing yourself. So both energies could be trying to like cross this barrier type of thing. The Justice card comes out. Libra energy is strongly fighting for something. So that's going to be confirmation. Like I don't want to self-sabotage again. So I'm going to choose make better decisions, right? All right, Six of Cups is here. Six of Cups is reunion energy, and the Strength card is here. So this divine masculine could really be holding themselves back from some type of reunion or from something about like coming together. But it's internal conflict. So it's not like, it's kind of like the wild card for divine feminine. It's not like spirit saying, hey, don't do this. It's divine masculine saying, I can't. Which is interesting because immediately the answer, I mean, the question is going to be why, right? All right, let's look at the wild card. Leo and Libra coming out for divine masculine. All right, Nine of Swords is here. So I'm feeling like some anxiety, overthinking. See how she's holding her head? The Hermit is here. It could have something to do with dark night of the soul, spiritual awakening. And then we have Four of Cups. You want something. So big confirmation. Four of Cups is like you have all the ingredients to manifest something. The Hermit card makes me feel like you think it's something dark or it's something, I know it's Virgo energy with the Hermit card, but I'm definitely getting like some underlayer type of energy. Yeah, I feel like you could definitely be overthinking something, divine feminine. So here's what I'm going to say. If spirit has given you all the ingredients, manifest what it is that you want. I don't know why, but I feel like, oh, I do know why. It's the Aries energy. But I feel like it's making me, well, I'm the Aries. Remember that, guys. So like I have Aries sun. My Mercury is in Aries. Mars is in Aries. Okay. So it's like, Aries are very selfish people. They think of themselves first. But here's what I'm going to say about that. If I didn't think of myself first, or if like I didn't put myself first, then it's kind of like that. I always tell this kind of example is like when you're on the plane and you know they're doing the thing where the masks come down and they're like you have to put your mask on first. All right, so Aries knows that if they don't put their mask on first, then they can't help anybody else, right? And this Aries energy with this solar eclipse happening, I feel like it's kind of pushing that onto all of us. It's like we're all realizing we have to put our mask on first, right? I used to say that all the time when we first came out, when we first started in PLR. And it's funny because I feel like it was COVID time, right? And so it was like people thought I was talking about like, you know, the mask that you had to wear. All right, the Dreams card is the Fool. It's about taking a leap of faith. It is giving me that powerful Aries energy. Three of Wands is taking action towards your future. It is the card that says your ships have arrived. And Five of Wands says you're prepared. You've been preparing for this situation the whole time. All right, so here's what it is. The masculine energy can tell that something big is coming to fruition. It could be a new start, a new beginning, be an opportunity to go towards their future, go towards what it is that they want. They know that they've been preparing for this. They know they've been going through some challenges to be ready to take action towards this, right? Divine feminine, same thing, but it's like a little bit longer. So there's this push, like you just want to go, you want to go right now, right? It's definitely causing like anxiety. I feel like both sides, because like nobody wants to make a mistake at this point, but I definitely can tell that both people can feel that something is changing, something new is here, right? Two of Coins is on the bottom. You see the infinity sign. All right, I'm gonna use my new magical spirit oracle for head, heart, and higher self. Tim says, I discovered my dreams take on different meanings depending on which side I'm sleeping on. That is interesting. Michelle says she can recall them if she takes a nap on a sofa, but harder to recall during the night in your bed. That's even more interesting. I feel like I sleep the same way all the time. I used to be like a side sleeper, and now I have the bed to myself, right? It's just one big bed, so I just sleep however I want, right? So it's like definitely middle of the bed, and I feel like now I sleep more on my stomach than anything else. But I have noticed that I can remember my dreams a lot easier since I stopped drinking, right? All right, headspace for divine masculine, breaking into bloom. Love it. It's number 29. It says, sometimes you will break before you bloom. All right, in the heart space, we have the witch card. I wasn't always like this, you know, I had to create who I am. It's coming out a little in reverse. So definitely could be like a message from divine feminine, but I don't think so. I feel like it's actually happening in divine masculine's heart space. It's like they are trying to create who they are, right? The red rose comes out, overcoming obstacles, finding joy, carefree. It says, don't worry, darling, you'll find your way. This can be higher self lesson, and that's definitely giving me some of that Aries eclipse energy. What I'm picking up for divine masculine is there's a lot, just like for divine feminine, there's a lot of overstressing. There's a lot of like, am I making the right choices? And I know that's true for me. Oh my gosh, like, I'm probably driving spirit crazy. It's like, you know, I definitely get this message sometimes, like, you know, Rosa, make your own decision. Like, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sometimes like, no, just show me the sign. I'm not moving until I see the sign. You know what I mean? So there is this energy, I feel like, from higher self, like, and really it's going to be for divine masculine and divine feminine, but it's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know, right? But it's like, we're here. It's happening now. We're on this path that our soul chose. We're learning the lessons. How we implement them is really what matters, right? And all that happens is the whole time we're being put into alignment. So it's like, how you implement is how easy your alignment is. So it's like the less you implement of what you learned, then of course the more challenging. As you know how I used to say that spirit was dragging me by my ankles, like, come on, Rosa, it's this way. And I was like, no, fun is this way, right? So it's when we stop trying to chase fun, or, you know, a good time, or the booze, or the smoke, or the, you know, stuff, right? Then it's like we come into alignment a lot easier. I feel better. I can breathe. Guys, I stopped smoking. I stopped drinking. I don't know. I can keep up with my son when we're out here fishing and climbing all the rocks on the lake. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just better. It's easier. I feel like that's what divine masculine is learning now. 29, 41, and 18. For divine masculine. Let's see what comes out for divine feminine. Harmony comes out. There's that peace card. I feel like I've been feeling that for weeks. It's number 27, ease, inner child, and softness. It says, may sweet and soft things find you in the headspace. And I do feel like that's going to be that energy, divine feminine, where we felt like we needed to stay in that feminine energy. We needed to empower our feminine energy, which allowed us to receive in our feminine energy. In order to do that, I felt, for me, the easiest way to do this was just to stay in peace at all costs, really just at all costs. So someone's talking smack and you just want to go up and throat punch them. I didn't. I would just get in my car and leave, right? Did I handle it that perfectly every time? No. Sometimes I swung, but I didn't land any of them, don't worry. But you see what I'm trying to say? And it's like, it's this energy of, we got to keep the peace at this time. I think the reason that is because there could be like so much, I almost said chaos. I feel like that's kind of mean. I don't know. On the other side, right? And I'm not saying like this feminine energy doesn't also have chaos. It just seems like, again, it's always a little uneven, right? It always seems like the feminine is kind of leading the journey. So it's always a little ahead. Eternal center is here. Again, I feel like this is what's happening. So no messages in the heart space, which is pretty significant, right? Because I feel like for a long time, there's been direct messages back and forth. But it's like, no, this person is learning to create who they are. And this person is learning to stay where they are, right? It's that eternal center card. I'm not underestimating my own magic anymore. Magic, power, beginnings, and transformation is here. The portal card is on the bottom for divine feminine. It says, are you ready? We're so ready, right? The portal, adventure, ancestors, and calling. That's what I was going to say. I feel like spirit doesn't have to drag me by my ankles anymore. Like now I go, right? Again, not perfectly all the time, right? Sometimes I have to get, dragged back a little, back into alignment. But for the most part, I try to stay here, right? All right, let's do messages with the OGs. I'm going to do 3 and 3. Look at that. I always dream about you. Look at the dreams card. How many of you guys think that's a coincidence? Well, there's no such thing as coincidence. I will reach out to you soon. And this is what I have to do. Divine masculine to divine feminine. I can't fake it anymore. It's on the bottom. That's going to be that Aries energy. I feel like I don't know, it's a push, it's a figure it out, it's a do it now type of energy. All right, so bench fell out for divine feminine. I'm just going to read a few of them. I wish I had all the answers, divine feminine to divine masculine. You taught me that I have purpose. You make me humble. Missing you was in reverse. That's going to be that calling your power back, right? Calling your power back, putting all that energy and time into your own path and your own journey, especially as this solar eclipse is coming upon us, right? Jenna, Vanessa, hello. All right, I'm going to do guidance and then we'll wrap up the collective. I'm offering some solar eclipse readings tonight, ladies, gentlemen. I feel like the masculine energy has definitely been, I don't know, kind of keeping me on my toes, right? Elevation. You're making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. Priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. and compassion. That's been pretty big for all of us, right? You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. And then individuality is going to be on the bottom. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything that you do. That's facts right there, right? All right, guys, that's going to be your collective. I'm going to clean up really quickly. I'm going to show you guys what we're doing tonight. So that's going to be April, Aries, solar eclipse. Remember, guys, I'm looking at what's coming after. We've kind of been looking at the buildup, right? And I want to see what happens after. What's the new direction that life takes? Michelle is helping over on Facebook. Let me see if I see Diana helping on YouTube. Oh, sorry. Guys, if anybody does a paid reading, energy exchange, please let us know. Of course, you jump the line. All right, I'm going to catch up on the comments. Now it's right there on your screen. Can you see it, Vanessa? We're looking at after. So remember, we're going to take a different direction with the April 8th solar eclipse. So we're going to look at the direction it's been going. We're going to look at the direction it's going to go after. I haven't picked out my cards. All right, ladies, why are we being so shy today? All right, well, how about this? I'm going to give you guys some time to think about it. I'm going to go make my tea. And I'll let you guys listen to a little music while I'm gone. There we go. Is there music? Did it not start? Tim says, the eclipse.org is a cool site I found to see how eclipses will show where you live. I didn't realize it was as big as it was. Like, why did we think it was just one line and it was just coming through like one place? You know what I mean? That's weird, right? Little Matt over on Twitch. Can we add him, please? Okay. All right, I'm gonna get my tea. I'll be right back. That's the free reading on the screen after. Where food why? We're ready to comment concerning teaching. Alright, I'm getting my tea. Be right back. weird. Did the music not ever play? Why did you do that? Alright, I'm gonna turn my own music on. I'm trying to keep it down so we don't get in trouble. I love you, Jenna. Jenna goes first. All right, let me turn music on so we can get in the vibe and the energies. Let me know if you can hear music because I don't want to get in trouble. Little mate says, I can't hear music anymore. So yeah, so you could hear it earlier. I thought when I played the music, it was supposed to mute me. Like you can't, like, sometimes with your hear codes. But now I have my own music playing. So yeah, now we're really getting in trouble. Aw, Sandra went over there. I love you, Sandra. Uh-oh. Better. Marika Gertz. How you say it? Marika. Uh-oh. Had it up too loud. I bet you can't hear it now, though, right? Like now it's fine. Little maze. I hear Fleetwood. That's all I play now. I'm on like 237 songs. Yeah. I found Stevie Nicks. Like, what do you guys think? Like a week ago, maybe a little over a week ago, and I've just been playing every single song I could find. It's so weird. You guys never. It's so low. Oh, you know what? I put the mic in a different spot. Oh, have mercy. Okay. All right. Jenna's going first. Let me get my list ready, guys. Thank you for participating. See, you guys started out so shy. Little did I know, little mate, that I do too. I do too. How is the painting going, Sandra? I get to go see Sandra soon, guys. Soon. Pretty excited. Soon. I start back on the lake tomorrow, guys. So I'll know a little bit more about schedules and trips and that kind of stuff tomorrow. So Little Mate on Twitch is next after Jenna. Twitch and Vanessa on Facebook. Oh, Jenna, of course. Guess who else's birthday is on April 17th? I'll give you guys one guess. You only get one guess whose birthday is on April 17th. Who else's birthday is on April 17th? And do you guys want to know the number that I have counted now that have my counterpart birthday? 7. There's 7 of you. 7 of you now has that birthday. Weird, right? The synchronicities. Marika on Facebook. All right. Jenna's first. Jenna, we're going to use the Magical Spirit Oracle because it's my favorite. 7 life path number. Tim, what's the difference between a life path number and our like I know when I break my thing down, it's an 11. Is that life path number? I know, I should know more about it. Jenna, we're gonna use the romance angels. Interesting. This should be fun. We'll use magical spirit for guidance. Jenna is a 9. Read that when we get guidance. All right, so I'm going to do Jenna's reading. Jenna paid for a reading, guys, so it's going to be full reading, and then we'll get to those free mini readings right after. Last dream I had of him, he was cleaning in the dream. Something, Luke, sweeping the floor. It looked like he was sweeping the floor. That's what I thought it was. All right, Jenna, here we go. The song that's playing, Nobody But You, Blake Shelton with Gwen Stefani. How many of you feel, it's gonna be a weird one, and so you guys are still gonna be so shy today. How many of you feel like, okay, how about I just say this? I get a lot of people that come through the Etsy shop getting the readings that believe wholeheartedly, like it doesn't matter what I tell them. I can be like, oh, it's about the purpose, not the person. It doesn't matter. But they just have like this internal knowing that they're going to be with that person or marry that person, or it's like they can see the wedding, they can see the future, right? I don't know, it's weird. But it's like it's a large amount of you that have told me this, that you have this just a knowing, like you just know it. I've always found that to be interesting. There's 11 people total. One person hit thumbs up over on Facebook, so there's 111 going across the screen at 45 minutes. Of course, yes, Sandra. All right, so here is your person's energy. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. You're sending the unconditional love. You're working on yourself. So really, you're just sending a whole bunch of healing. And it's very possible that not only do they feel it, but there's something about accepting it, understanding that it's helping or healing. But I think because it causes that longing when they feel that energy, they could be like sometimes like not wanting to allow it. And now I'm listening to Upchurch. I'm fixing to change it, Jenna, but the song is called The World Went to Waste. It's got Demon Jones in it. I don't know if you guys know who Demon Jones is, but I recently found a song that he sings I kind of liked. I really like Upchurch, but The song is like, it gives off like this. I put it on my playlist because it kind of gives off like this masculine frustration, right? Like the current masculine frustration. Hi, Pooja. So that could be something pretty significant there. I'm getting definitely like a brick wall frustration. All right, let's look at your energy. Hey, soul sister just came on. True love comes out. It says this is the romance of a lifetime. I'm getting such strong. Did you get a reading yesterday, Jenna? Like a lot of people got strong union energy. And guys, I'm not that person. I'm not gonna come out. I don't know what to tell you. Like I know that we're constantly getting like this union energy, but it's because I feel like union is internal, right? Like we're always in union. And it's like I think when the energies merge together, or like when union happens, it doesn't have anything to do with the 3D. It doesn't have anything to do with where you're at. I mean, could you possibly get married, live happily ever after? I mean, I don't know, maybe. But what I think it is when each individual person realizes that they're merged in union with their own masculine and feminine energies. Like this feminine energy can do it before this masculine energy does it, but it's not union until you both do it together. This is what I'm trying to say. But you are definitely just kind of been in this high vibe. Do you feel that way? Like when you're out and about, like do you feel like you're in this, it's easier for you to keep the high vibrational energy? Like it's easier for you to maintain your happiness. That's what it is. All right, let's do bridging energy. The flirt card comes out. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. Big confirmation. Big confirmation. What do they say? You were sending all that love, all that healing. It's almost like a confirmation too, because I do feel like they're sending theirs back. Absolutely, right? But I do feel like sometimes this person tries to shut it off because there's something about like when they feel that loving energy or that comfort, I feel like they don't have that where they're at, Jenna. So it's possible that like when they feel this comforting, healing energy from you, like something makes them feel that. Probably the lack of action, right? Like makes them feel that. On the bottom, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So big confirmations again. All right, I'm gonna do the elemental wisdom. Oh my gosh, Sandra, I love that. What is that? Can you see it on YouTube? Can you guys see that? Or it just looks weird? I gotta go check. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Okay. Super weird. Oh, you can see it. Too cool. Sweet. All right, let's do elemental wisdom. Let's look over here on their side first. Let your friends help you. Two of coins, feeling stretched, too many directions, pulled in too many directions. The magician and the moon. They feel like someone is pulling at them with their emotions, or maybe like someone's playing with them and their emotions. It's definitely like an illusion, right? And this is giving me that witchy vibe energy. Okay, so you know how like back when Divine Masculine like first started to awaken, and they started to like see things that were unexplainable, like to their belief system. So it's like it's definitely giving off that energy, like they think that this person is doing something to make them think about them, want them, being called to them, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of energy. And all that is you are in that high vibrational energy. That's all it is. Remember I said that like when one ascends, the other one, that's why, I mean, you gotta ask yourself, like, is that why sometimes I felt like I was being dragged by my ankles? You see what I'm saying? It's like when one does the work, it just immediately pulls up both, right? It doesn't mean that the other one jumps up equal or that learns more or whatever. I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but collectively, it doesn't seem that way. Collectively, it seems like the feminine goes first and the masculine kind of follows. Virgo energy with that magician, the moon. Actually, that's Mercury. It's Mercury, and that could be some Mercury retrograde too. Energy, definitely. But you have that Pisces and Cancer with the moon. All right, this is the romance of a lifetime. 6 of coins, balance. I definitely got that masculine, feminine, yin yang energy. The star, bright hope for the future, but it's cleansing, purification. And the 5 of cups is here. This is about you suffered the loss, right? So that's pretty interesting too, because a lot of times I really don't like touching 5 of cups energy, 5 of cups card. But again, high vibe. This is why. It's not bothering me today. So it's because you look up, right? So the 5 of cups is like that card that says you're crying over spilt milk. Because and the reason that that's the meaning to this card, I heard somebody else say that 8 of cups was crying over spilt milk, and it's like, no, that's not true. 5 of cups is crying over spilt milk, because if you notice, the 3 cups are always spilt in a 5 of cups, and it doesn't matter. Grab any tarot, the 3 cups are going to be spilt, and the 2 cups are going to be standing upright. That's the meaning to the card, because the meaning to the card is, yes, there was loss. You suffered a significant loss, but there's still 2 cups left. Pick up your 2 cups and go towards your future, right? That's what you did. That's what you did, Jenna. Queen of coins on the bottom, big confirmations. Maybe you started focusing on your money, your resources. Maybe you started, when we were in that energy where I kept saying we felt like we're standing out here on our own, we learned to make ourselves strong. We learned to stand on our own 2 legs, or like our own 2 feet, and we learned to stand strong. I feel like that's, you definitely did that. All right, the flirt card, extend your lighthearted energy to others. It's definitely giving me that like lighten up type of energy. Like it doesn't have to be so much pressure. Pat yourself on the back, accomplishments, achievements, that kind of thing. All right, 2 of cups is here. 2 of cups is like soulmate energy. It is union, merging together, partnership, right? 3 of cups is here. I'm not picking up any third party whatsoever. It could be overcoming that energy, but it's also, it's like celebration, soul tribe, soul sisters. It's celebration, 6 of wands, right? Achievements, victory, what I said just a second ago. There's that 8 of cups. So 8 of cups is actually a card of surrender, because, and I'll tell you why, and it's not just in this elemental wisdom. You see, like, she's just dropping the cups. All right, so here's the meaning. In regular Rider-Waite, when you look at the 8 of cups, it shows the person walking off, and the cups are normally perfectly straight, and lined up perfectly straight. And you can tell there's 2 cups missing, because remember, the goal is 10 cups. So in the 8 of cups, and by the way, I learned the other day in Minnow Pond that that's the only card that shows an eclipse. So go check out your Rider-Waite deck and pull out your 8 of cups. It's the only card in tarot that has an eclipse on it. But anyway, that 8 of cups is saying that you realize you've done everything you can with these cups. You've cleaned them, you straightened them, you organized them, you tried to fill them to the best of your ability. But the journey doesn't stop here. You have to go find the other 2 cups. There's 2 cups missing. So this whole time you've been working with these 8 cups thinking this is all you had, and you couldn't figure out why you couldn't get like contentment, why you couldn't feel like you had everything that you needed, because you didn't, because there was 2 cups missing, the partnership, the equal effort, the soulmate, it was missing. And it's like, now you're going towards that energy. All right, I'm gonna stick with the romance angels. Let's do head, heart, and higher self. Some Aquarius energy coming out with the star. I'm definitely getting this energy, Jenna, like you're put so much time into yourself, learning to love yourself, learning to fill your own cup. Such an ascension lift. I mean, I'm not sure if this is you're drawing in union, or you're drawing in soulmate, or you're drawing in whatever it is. It's equal effort. It's equal effort. It's 2 together. No runner, no chaser. All right, headspace. We have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So that's what they're thinking about. In the heart space, we have children. It was coming out in reverse. It says your love life is being affected by children. Again, it was coming out in reverse. Make the effort. Big confirmations from spirit. Jenna, do you see this? Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So that's what the higher self is teaching them at this time. The children card, there may not be children. It's no longer using children as an excuse. You know how sometimes kids that are like irresponsible and immature blame their parents for, like, you know, oh, my childhood was hard and that's why I suck as an adult. That's why I'm rude, I'm disrespectful. That's why I can't take responsibility or accountability for my actions because my parents were a certain way. After a while, that gets lame, right? Like when you're a certain age, like now you're responsible for healing no matter how shitty your parents were. And guess what? We all had shitty parents. You know what I'm trying to say? But here's something that happens with masculine energy, I've noticed. Masculine energy will be like, oh, I can't go heal myself because I have to keep working this 22-hour-a-day job. I don't eat and I never exercise. I don't pray and I, you know, don't remember the last time I slept, right? And they say that they have to do this for their children. So it's like an excuse, right? It's like this excuse of, you know, just like, oh, I can't be a good adult or a good responsible adult because I had bad parents. Oh, I can't take care of myself because I have this responsibility. Like that's such nonsense. Pouring your depletion on the people you claim to love, right? I feel like this person has like figured that out, right? It's no longer an excuse or like like an excuse they're going to use to validate not taking action, right? All right, let's do your head, heart, and higher self. I know, I said what I said. All right, very soon coming out. I feel like this was in the collective, wasn't it? It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. In the headspace, you're trying to decide. And I get this energy where once divine feminine, like once, you know, you ascend to a certain level and your self-confidence, self-worth, all of that stuff is up here. You're not going to allow something that's down here to affect you up here. Do you see what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying that you won't reach a hand down here to help this person, right? And bring them up. The spirit's probably going to tell you not to because they have to do like their own ascension work, right? Free yourself is in the heart space. It's time to take back control of your life. Unrequited love is here in the higher self. And honeymoon is here. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Pretty interesting. I want to take both of them. I feel like it's very possible that you're learning that it wasn't about unrequited love. It was more about the journey that you had to take, and you were supposed to, you know how Spirit says, like, enjoy the journey. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, something like that. That's kind of the energy I'm getting with both of those cards. On the bottom, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Jenna, you know how sometimes I say that the cards, like the words will stick out? Your bond deepens is the part that stick out. I love that. Jenna, been dreaming of honeymoon in Key West. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I deleted our messages, flies out, and that is going to be from that person. I see you healing, and I'm so proud of you. This person has a karmic, right? Like they have a not nice person around them. Why do I matter so much? This is one of the first, not one of the first messages, Jenna, but it was one of the first cards that I made. One of the first messages that I decided to use. That's it. And I need you to stay. So I feel like they can feel your ascension. They can feel you pulling away. I doubt myself comes out, and I think that's yours. Could be what you're working on. Could be why you're making such big leaps. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorites. When I said keep looking, you won't find me, I didn't mean for you to take it as a challenge. We have come too far to turn around now, and we are mirroring each other. Interesting, the mirroring each other, because it's almost like, again, as you ascend, they ascend, right? 4 roses on the bottom. 4 roses about escape. It's actually an alcohol, but that's what it's used for, right? Is escape. So I feel like it's possible, and I felt that energy with them, Jenna, at the beginning. It's like they feel that love, that compassion. They feel like maybe they don't deserve it, or they didn't earn it, or it's not theirs. I'm not sure. But for whatever reason, it's like it brings them comfort. Like I can feel him comforted by this energy, but then it's like they feel like it's unearned. I heard the word disappoint or disappointed. So this person could feel like you're disappointed in them, especially if they try to replace that energy. Here's what I'm going to say about this card, though, Jen. I don't think this person's trying to do that anymore, but it is very possible that they did try to do that for a period of time. Gratitude is here. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. Spontaneity is here, Jenna. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations, and cooperation is here. It says, in your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. All right, Jenna, I hope that was helpful. All right, I'm going to clean up really quickly. Let me see. Let me get the right. That's not what I meant to do. Here we go. Oh my gosh, Diana, that is not good. What is that picture, Sandra? Is it a bird? Is it a snake? Is it an octopus? Thank you, Jenna. All right. Little mate on Twitch. Little mate on Twitch. Did you wait patiently? Let me know. So weird. Twitch was the first one on the list, which is rare. Normally Twitch is last on the list. And then it's really hard, you know what I mean, for them to wait. I feel like it's not so hard now. Sandra goes in there and hangs out sometimes. It's a squid. I see. She talks to angels. All right, and then Vanessa on Facebook to be after Twitch, and Marika on Facebook. Are you finding stuff? Does it look different for you over there? Like now that it's like your moderator over there, does it have like different? I want to say I've seen something that said moderator view or something like that. I'm gonna go click on it right now. But here I am. Yeah, we gotta try to remember. Look, as soon as I said it, I look over there and I realize there's now chat will be cleared and any settings selected in shield mode will immediately be activated. I don't know what that is. I'm clicking it off. I went to the wrong thing. I'm gonna see. Okay, now here I am. But again, look on your left side of your screen, Sandra. Can you see like where it shows the list of people and it says offline? And then it does show like recommended channels, but look how they're playing video games. I just want you guys to know, like, the tarot took over Twitch because Twitch was definitely all about video games. And it's just, I don't know, now the tarot is here. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Vanessa, let me know that you're here. Say hi to me in the comments. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow night we'll be back. We have fire signs tomorrow night, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And are we doing the aftermath, the solar eclipse? Why is it being so mean today? Let's talk about it. I know. I hope your laptop's okay too. Have mercy. My son gave me this one I'm using now. I was using this really old one. I just want to say the old one lasted me, like 3 years when I needed it to, right? But yeah, this new one is super nice. It's like I hit the button and it just goes to wherever I told it to go. All right, was there anybody after Vanessa? Was this the last one? Let me know. Let me know. I don't want to miss anybody, but if I can wrap it up, I mean, Ooh, Marika. Oh, I didn't know you ladies put yourselves on there. I was wondering why you're being so shy. I want to know what comes after. We've been looking at what comes, before. Good, Diana, good. I don't know, it's just really weird. It's a lot of people offering platforms for it to be so quiet. Pretty interesting. She said it's not really different over there. There's gotta be, I want to say there's like a different view where you can hit. It's like mod view or something. Is there Marika on Facebook? I had Vanessa first. Vanessa and then Marika. I love that. Look at that. When I come down, we'll definitely spend some time playing on it, right? For sure. Okay, well, Vanessa's here. I'm gonna do Vanessa's because hers is first. And then Marika, thank you for waiting so patiently. And then Sandra Michelle, right? No reading today, Tim? we'll play with it when we get down there. Learn how to do these. We'll learn how to do these raids. Oh, no worries. I understand. I understand. All right, Diana too. And we never seen Twitch, right? All right, Vanessa, here we go. The Jericho song is playing. Walls coming down. It's the lyrics that we're playing. So I'm going to look at your current obstacle. That happy family card tried to flip out. But your current obstacle, the current challenge, it's on your path currently. The thinking man and second chakra. So you could be feeling guilty about something. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to clear sacral chakra, like how to remove shame, guilt. Maybe a lot of the direction that you've been taking up until now has to do with shame or guilt or remorse. 36 and 46. All right, so let's see what directions, what changes. Ooh, look at that. Big confirmations. Ooh, and it could have something to do with the relationship. Third chakra is on the bottom, so it's about calling your power back, taking your power. Solar plexus is your personal power. All right, so this could have something to do with the relationship where maybe, again, this could, again, inner child wounds, but the kin connections let me know, like, this is a intimate relationship. The fifth chakra lets me know that you're going to start speaking up or speaking out. And maybe before you were quieter, you were like, you didn't speak whole truths because maybe like you're trying to keep the peace, you know. The thinking man gives me like a quiet, calm, peaceful energy. And the fifth chakra is like, hey, you're going to hear me now type of feeling. All right, let's look at the outcome and I'll pull a guidance card. Your connection to spirit has value. Look at that. 6th and 7th chakra. How interesting. I think it's all about your connection to spirit. So the outcome is your crown chakra. It's like maybe you do have crown chakra activation, but you probably already have. Most likely you just stop doubting yourself because the third eye is here and that's that knowing feeling, right? So it's like you get these messages and maybe before you're like, is that a message from spirit? Am I supposed to listen to that? Maybe you're like me and you only listen to like, 9 out of 10 of them. And like now, because you get this understanding and knowing, confirmation, it's like now you're more determined, more dedicated to follow the guidance, right? All right, let me pull you a magical spirit oracle. Thank you for participating. Ooh, the mind card. Oh, somebody got this one last night. Number 23, give to the mind and it gives back. The mind, inspiration, mood, and cycle. I feel like it's something about peace of mind, right? I felt that peace energy. I feel like you're trying to get peace of mind here, but you're actually not going to get it until you speak your truth, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Okay, no worries, Sandra, no worries. All right, Marika on Facebook. Marika on Facebook. Say hi to me in the comments. Thank you. And Marika just wanted you, okay, so I am offering just general guidance. Are you wanting to do just general guidance, or are you wanting to see what happens after April 8th? Okay. Cold Heart, that remix with Elton John, and I can't say that girl's name, but you know. Yeah, I got it. Thank you, Dana. All right, general guidance. I pulled out the Queen of the Moon. Marika, do you know your moon sign? Here's something I learned the other day. If your sun is in the bottom of your chart, so these bottom 6 houses down here, then you were born at night, and the moon is probably very significant to you. And then if your sun is in the top of your chart, you're probably born in the day, well, you were born in the day, and the sun is more significant. Like for me, my sun is Aries, and it is in the 10th house, so it's okay. I was born in the daytime, and you can definitely see all the Aries all over my face, right? But I call it purple lunar rose, because when I had my awakening, oh, look at this. Let me know if you guys are surprised. Let me know who's shocked. But so I've learned since my awakening that my moon is very important. Like, it's very important that we understand our moon sign. I'm not making the jokes about the Scorpios, where you got Scorpios are just very popular here at PLR. Scorpio sun, moon, rising, all those big placements. Take some deep breaths. All right, so take some deep breaths with me. See the trust and the protection card come out? But that's not actually the message. So let's do it together. Ready? We're just going to take 3 nice, slow, deep breaths. All right, so first I want to tell you that you have someone on the other side. So you've had like a loved one pass away. It could be somebody pretty significant, like a parent, grandparent, someone that took care of you, or your happiness is like a concern to them, right? And highly protected, highly protected. When you're probably on a pretty specific type of spiritual awakening journey, so already highly protected. But definitely, like, this person wants me to express to you that they're there always, all the time. All right, so here's your guidance. Ready? Balance card comes out, the beauty card comes out, and resistance comes out. Nourishment is going to be what you need to do. Nourishment is mind, body, soul. So it's like your mind is telling you one thing, your body's doing something else, and your soul wants something completely different. You need to bring all 3 of those into alignment. That's why you feel imbalanced. I also think that the balance card is here. You see the card, like the clouds around the head. There's confusion about what you're balancing. What you're trying to balance is that masculine and feminine energy. everyone has masculine and feminine energies within themselves. I always say, for an example, masculine is what makes you lock your doors at night. Feminine is what makes you wash your hair. We all do these things, right? But most likely something's happened to you where you've, like, you know, had this spiritual awakening, and it could be that there's like a counterpart, someone who awakened you, and you could feel like more towards one side than the other. But I feel that when we're on this specific type of awakening journey, we swap these energies back and forth. So for example, if I'm working on my masculine energy, the person that woke me is working on their feminine. And if they're working on their feminine, then I'm working on my masculine. And you could be trying to figure out like why you feel a certain way at certain times. The beauty card is what's telling me that. And the beauty card actually means that you're supposed to see things like, it's like see the beauty of a situation, but it's about like seeing why something's happening a certain way. And the resistance card is here. So most likely that's why something's happening a certain way. You're resisting something. You're holding on to something with a grip like nothing else, right? It's like you refuse to let go of something. And you're definitely going to have to surrender. You're going to have to let that grip go so that these energies can balance out. Again, highly, highly protected. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. Hope that was helpful. Sandra is next. And we're doing the Aries, Sandra. Sandra, there's a song thing that just came on. It's called All on Me. It's by Devin Dawson. Did you catch that first name? Devin Dawson. Anyway, this song is very significant to my awakening, to my journey. Very, very significant. So just play that song. I know the name is significant for you. But I mentioned this because when I learned the name of that person, it made me remember this song. And the only reason I knew the name of the person who sang this song is because I used to have to search it. Like I used to have to Google it so I could play it, or you know, search it on YouTube so I could play it. But yeah, it's called All on Me by Devin Dawson. And for most of you, it should bring you into like a remembrance of that bubble period when you first met counterpart energy, right? All right. All right, the temple path is here. Okay. This is being shown to me. Your path went like this. The temple path says that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, Sandra, and everything happened for a reason. That's not your reading. I'm supposed to tell you that. All right, now I'm going to look at your biggest challenge on your current path. Your biggest challenge on your current path. Appreciation. Either this is about you appreciating the journey that you're on. I don't really, maybe. Or it could be about like you wanting people to appreciate you, or you feel like they don't appreciate you. It's not. Man, we're in trouble. Are you ready, Sandra? Remember that card that we just saw? So it's the temple path. I should have left it out, but it talks about how we slow down, cause our own delays because we don't have confidence in the path that spirit took us on. Especially if, let's say, for example, you start a job here and then you are like, man, this isn't even a job for me. I was supposed to be over here. And so you go somewhere else and you feel like, man, I wasted, I don't know, a year at the wrong place, or I wasted whatever. And it's not true. Not true at all. There was something in that location that you needed. You gained something. It made you ready, smarter, wiser, braver, all those things. And it's like you had to take that to like where you're going now, is what I'm saying. So the appreciation, you've struggled to appreciate the journey that you're on. And Spirit saying there's been purpose to everything, and it's taking you where you're going now. So it's like now that's what's going to change. That's what's not been here before. All right, let's look at the life-changing direction that you're about to take. We have the deceit card, interesting, coming out, and decision is here. Okay, it's not deceit. It's that man behind the curtain. You're going to stop telling people what you're doing. You could have recently made a pretty powerful decision that could have impacted a lot of people. It's the man behind the curtain, the Wizard of Oz, right? And you didn't ask for permission. You didn't, is what I'm hearing. That's the direction that you're going into. It's like you're taking control of your own life. You're not hiding behind the curtain type of thing. You're just going to go do what it is that you want type of thing. All right, let's look at outcome and guidance. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about, okay, Sandra, we got that Scorpio. Okay. Don't feel bad about choosing you. Don't feel bad about putting your mask on first. Don't feel bad about making adult decisions that you need to make. And don't let anybody tell you that you made a poor decision before, so this decision may not be as well. Like, don't do that. Remember, there's purpose for everything. So even if the decision you made before, you feel like, oh, that caused a delay or that did something. No, there was a purpose for it. There was a reason. So don't let anybody make you feel bad about what decisions you're making now. I don't know where that came from, but I guess it had to be said. All right, so outcome, we have the sun, attachment, and anxiety. I'm told that you have your option here. The sun is rejuvenation, bright hope for the future. That's where you're going, but it's only going to be if you detach yourself from this over worry about what other people think, right? All right, on the bottom, all right, ready? The temple path. Exactly where you're supposed to be. I love this. Top priority list. Yes. Yes. And I also heard not always. Not always. Like we're not always told. Okay, Sandra, here I'm just getting a little bit of something. I'm gonna spit it out. I don't even know I'm supposed to. Is it possible that you helped somebody in the location that you were at? And this could be anything. This could be where you live, where you work. It doesn't necessarily have to be either one, but it's like wherever we're at, and now you're going to somewhere else. And again, like this could be a work thing. Like maybe you were doing this in a work thing and you work for this department. Now you're working for this department. Wherever you were at, is it possible that you needed to be there so you could help someone else and it had nothing to do with your journey or where you were going? Not saying that Spirit's not going to bless you now because you went and did the thing. But I'm just saying, is it possible that it didn't have anything to do with you and someone else there needed you, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. All right. Thank you, Sandra. Michelle is next. Michelle, say hi to me in the comments. She said, at work, I just switched departments. Yes. I feel like you probably told me that, though. But yeah, I just got this feeling like wherever you were at, you was needed there. You had to help somebody. You had to do something. But now you did your thing, and now you get to go somewhere else. I read once, if we could erase our past mistakes, we could also erase the wisdom of our present. I love that, Tim. That is like so freaking perfect right now. If we could erase our past mistakes, we could also erase the wisdom of our present. Everybody write that down. Tim, also, can I see? Sometimes I don't know how to do this journey. Someone told me, see, I'm gonna have to just say it because I can't remember. Tim, that you said something to me the other day, and it was something like, when something great is given, something about like at a great cost. But can you tell me? Do you remember what quote that was? Please tell me you remember. I mean, I could probably look it up if I want to, but it was perfect too. Right now the song that's playing is "I Can't Be Your Superman" by Skylar Spence. It's gonna be a TikTok song. I found it on TikTok. Thank you, Tim. To whom much is given, much is expected. When I read that, it just, yeah. I feel like me and Spirit, like I have these arguments about free will. And but then it's like when I complain, like, oh, this journey's hard, or like, oh, I have to do this, or I have to do that. Then it's like I'm reminded of all the blessings that I've received since my awakening, right? So it's like it's hard to complain when you can see how different and happier and better and healthier life is, right? Pooja came back just in time. All right, we have Michelle and Diana. I'm doing Michelle's right now. Michelle, we're doing Eclipse, Aries, April 8th. Aftermath. That's what I should have called it. If I called it Aftermath, and people would have been like, I want that. And then let's make Pooja last one. We'll close that list out here. Absolutely, Pooja. I waited for you. Wait, what are you talking about? I waited for you. She said, is there time? Pooja, we've been in here hanging out, just waiting for you. I finally started drinking my chamomile tea. Are you guys ready for this? No honey, no creamer. Yeah, I'll show it to you. Can you see it? No honey, no creamer. I don't know why I was putting so much stuff in there. But I'm definitely getting, like, I like all the teas, just the tea. I think I used to call this stuff root water. There's a song, Angel by Everlast is playing. I used to have a crush on the singer of the Everlast group. He used to actually be in a different band. Can't remember. Was it House of Pain? I think it was House of Pain. They sung this song. It was called Jump Around. I was like 12 or 13. Then when I got older, I found the Everlast band. And the Angel song is perfect. All right, Michelle, I'm going to look at your current direction, current path that you're on. That door to perfect. Door to spirit and door to personal healing and happiness. So this is the current path you're on. I can't see that changing much, but you have 32 and 34. Oh, I know what it is. It's the messages from spirit. Spirit's telling you, ready, Michelle? You all should know spirit's a smart ass. I swear, it's not always me. But okay, so door to spirit says, and I'm just gonna read the card. I mean, you can't make it up. It's just the way it is that the veil is being moved so that a message can get to you. Door to personal healing and happiness. I always say you have to go through the door, like you have to walk through, across the threshold. So spirit's telling you to do something, Michelle, and until you do it, it's like you're just gonna stand there and look at the threshold. So that's where you're at, the path, current path that you're at now. Then numbers are sticking out, 32 and 34. All right, let's look at the change, the direction. Life change after April 8th. Angel of Strength and the World card. Wow, I do see storm warning. It's you though. It's you removing the obstacles, because the World card, so this is spirit and this is spirit. This is you not strong enough, not confident enough to go through the threshold. This is you confident enough, strong enough to meet spirit, right? Outcome guidance. Michelle, you ever thought about writing someone else's book? Oh, look at that. There's a storm warning. And here's why I asked. Okay, so at some point, I'm going to have to write a book. At some point, we're all writing a book. I just want y'all to know that. Okay, so you'll if you watch other twin flame tarot readers, everybody has their own skills, their own things that they do, right? Not everybody's a writer. And you know, not everybody can do, like, you know, websites and stuff, right? So you'll notice that collaboration is big with twin flames, not just like on YouTube with readers and things like that, but I'm talking about collaboration. Like the tribe that I'm building here, PLR tribe, we have singers, artists, writers, poets, I can't express to you, builders, contractors, you see what I'm trying to say? It's like we're building this entire tribe, right? And then we're going to do something with this tribe. I'm not sure quite yet just what, but I mean, I'm definitely dreaming. I can see the pieces coming together. But I definitely feel like at some point I'm supposed to collab with someone about this story. So I just wonder, because that ever like crossed your mind, or have you ever thought about that? Or you see what I'm saying? And it may not even be like me and you, it could be like you and someone else, something like that. It could be like your story with someone else. You see what I'm saying? Something definitely about that. Angel of Love and Storm Warning is coming out for the guidance. So there is something coming with this eclipse after. It's going to be a massive different direction, right? Especially if you're going, no, 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 I can't. Oh, here we go, right? And Spirit's just saying that as long as, so Angel of Love, the card meaning says that this angel comes down when unconditional love is needed. So it's like you're going to stay in that unconditional love as you work through this storm that comes in. Remember, the storms that come in are like towers, right? It's like an obstacle is in your way and it's being removed. I think that the obstacle is in your way is just confidence. I feel like Spirit showers you with this unconditional love, and that's going to build your faith, and that's going to build your own confidence in yourself, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. Hope that was okay. You have. Interesting. Very interesting. She said it's very much your comfort. You know what Spirit tells me about all of us in here, and I find that so weird. We all beat ourselves up. We all can see the value in the other. So like I see the value in Sandra. I can see what she, like who she is, what she's made of, right? Same with Diana, same with Tim, same with Michelle. I could go through all of you, but in my own self, I struggle. And people are like, "You're so confident, Rosa. You're so confident, or you're so brave." People say these things to me all the time, but I don't feel brave, or like I don't feel confident sometimes, right? So, and I'm sure like there's something, people tell you, Michelle, if you're a great writer, you're a great this, you're a great that, or this is so good, and you're like, I don't know, is it really that good? You see what I'm saying? I think a lot of us in here have something called imposter syndrome. And why I feel like sometimes I know I don't use this word often, but sometimes I feel that when we are feeling that imposter syndrome, that is what some people would call spiritual attacks. Do you see how the two like could go together and work together? And again, I'm not going to say that I really don't talk about that stuff too often here because the belief system is just, a little different. But I feel like there's definitely times where we get this, attack on our confidence. And I mean, it is clearly coming from like, we're the light. So it's clearly coming from the dark, right? It's trying to take out that light. So yeah, we could, struggle with self-confidence. So then when I tell you that though, I tell you because I want you to kind of like start to conceive that, because when someone told me that and I started to conceive that, well, now when I start to get that imposter syndrome, I'm like, yeah, no, you're not getting me, buddy. You see what I'm saying? Like, I start, thinking back, like all the years, all the readings, all the research, all the numbers, all the, time, hours spent. You see what I'm saying? And once I remember all those things I did, like there is no imposter. I built and created and made who I am based on all the work I put in, right? All right, Diana. Diana, can you say hi to me, please, in the comments? Interesting. I love it. Well, I mean, I don't, but I love that we understand each other. Now I'm listening to Son of a Sinner by Jelly Roll. And then are we adding Puja? Did we add Puja? Man, I'm glad I went and made my tea. Let everybody get comfortable. Look at us an hour and 44 minutes in. And 30 minutes, I thought it was going to be a short one. Oh, you guys, I have a new boss lady. She just messaged to let me know I can come in early. I know some of you are thinking, well, that's horrible. No, you don't understand. Oh, no, I see you, Pooja. Thank you. All right, I'm going to do Diana's. I'm going to do Pooja's right after. We're going to wrap it up. I'll be back tomorrow. I love his bunny too, right? She's so badass. But we're back to my fire signs for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Guys, I posted some shorts today. I'm just gonna ask you guys if you have time after the live, go check them out for me. We seem to be catching the short shelf a lot more often than we normally do, which is super exciting. And now that we have the monetization, like we get paid for our shorts. So yeah, if you guys want to go watch those for me and hit the thumbs up button, I would definitely appreciate it. Um, yeah, but there's a couple interesting ones. I used Trump on one of them, so it might give you a tickle. It might give you a laugh anyway. All right, Diana. Miss Tina come running back here when she saw it. The Trump one. She was like, "Oh my gosh, Rosa, you do like Trump after all?" I said, "No, I wouldn't go that far, but it made for good shorts." Now I wonder how many people subbed when they saw that short, thinking that I was a Trump fan, right? It's okay, don't worry. They'll understand quickly. All right, Diana. So the aftermath after April 8th. First thing I'm looking at is your current path, the current direction that your life is taking at this time. Again, with the double cards. Isn't that interesting? We keep getting these doubles. All right, so healer of the ages and financial constraints. This is the current path that you're on. This is what you're dealing with right now. Pretty straightforward. Ooh, didn't see that coming. Wow, Diana. Right now you're staying in a work situation because you're in fear of financial constraints. But what's happening is you're going to realize that you had been in financial constraints, right? Like that's what happened to me. I was like, I can't give up my job. I can't have this awakening right now. Like spirits, wrong time. I just got this job. I was really excited, right? Um, and then COVID happened, and the spirit just kept making me more and more and more uncomfortable. There was at the end of it, I was working 2 days a week. 2 days a week. Can you imagine? I went from working 5 days a week, or sometimes more, having like over, but to go into 2 days a week, it was barely worth me driving to the next town over to go to work. You see what I'm trying to say? So it was like it just as uncomfortable as possible until I had no choice but go do PLR, right? Um, okay. The water bottle is talking to us. Confirmations. um, so the life path that you've been on has been challenging for you because you've been trying to heal, but you keep getting hit with this financial impact. And you can't make a change, or you feel stuck because you feel like if I try to go do better, or I try to go get better, or I try to go make something for myself, then I'm releasing what finances I have now, which is going to make my financial constraint even worse, right? So the change that is happening is, and there could be another reason. You see the heart locked away in the cage. Your heart could have really been in this place, okay? And what's going to happen is you're going to step into that Aries energy. You're going to step into that. I have to put my mask on first. I have to walk away from this situation because it's not helping me right now. I need to be able to heal. I need to be able to go on the path that I need to go to. And I can't do that if I stay in this place. So I'm walking away from that place. Again, that could be your job. It could be a relationship. It could be where you live. It could be all kinds of things. But I think it's financial constraint. All right, let's look at outcome or guidance. Outcome or guidance, the contract. I think this has something to do with your twin journey. I'm trying not to touch on it, but I mean, it is what it is, right? Broken heart is on the bottom. I feel like you're scared to leave a place because of a person. I think you're scared to leave a place because you feel like maybe you've built a community with these people, maybe you've built a family, and it's like if I leave, then I lose all that. And Spirit's saying that's not true. That is not true at all. You have contracts, soul contracts with people. If they're meant to be in your life, they can't leave. Here's what I'm gonna say. For those of us that are on a twin journey, think about the times that your person ran or you ran. I think it's funny that Divine Feminine thinks it's always the masculine running. It's so not true. So not true. We take turns running. But how many times, and this may be different for you, Diana, because everybody's journey is different. So you may not ever experience something like this before. But it's like how many, for those of us that have, how many times did we have this doubt, like, oh, this is it, oh, this is whatever, oh, I don't know, but I have come into reunion more times than I can count. In fact, I've lost track. And I know, I just don't doubt it anymore. I know that when I start a separation period, I'm not even scared anymore. I'm like, oh, here we go. We're off to go do more badass shit. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Like, that's where I'm at now. That's where you're going to get. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Let her cry, Hootie and the Blowfish. Pooja, it's your turn. Say hi to me, Pooja. All right. Pooja says the Aries energy, please. Indecision flies out. You're going to have to leave a comfort zone. You're going to have to leave a comfort zone. You may not be able to make a decision until you leave the comfort zone. Maybe you're not able to make a decision because of the location that you're at, or maybe even like the people around you. You could feel like that decision is not open to you, but Spirit's saying if you can remove yourself from a situation, you'll see that you actually have multiple opportunities or multiple choices. All right, that's just a little side note there. All right, Pooja, I'm going to look at your current life path. We have the Thinking Woman and the World card. So it's like you want to follow Spirit. You want to go where Spirit's guiding you. I feel like I'm kind of getting to this energy, Pooja. You're so much further ahead of me, though. But I'm kind of getting to this point where it's like I'm starting to realize that Spirit's way is better than my way. Like Spirit's smarter, wiser, braver, all the things. And trying to make me this way. So in order for me to be this way, I need to follow that guidance or go in that direction. The Thinking Woman could be like where you're trying to decide whether you want to follow this guidance or not. It's number 4729. The World card is a lot of weight on your shoulders type of energy, like Ten of Wands type of energy. But it's kind of that quote, like Tim said, where it's like, you know, I'm going to forget it again because, you know, but I can't remember exactly how it goes. But it's like, you know, with great whatever is given, then, you know, a great whatever is expected. So it's like there's something, I'm so sorry that I can't get it right. I'm going to go read it and I'm going to remember, I'm going to write it down. That's what I'm going to do. But there's something about that, like that's what's changing. You may not feel like you can handle all of that is kind of the energy. All right, so how life changes direction for you, Pooja. We have Man Holding a Heart and Rest and Rejuvenation. Number 11, Cornucopia is here. Are you manifesting union? Man Holding a Heart is someone, okay, it could be a soulmate, but this is definitely you. You've done the work and now you have the power type of thing. But Man Holding a Heart is like someone who is very compassionate, understanding. And let's say you're already in a relationship, Pooja. It's like you're manifesting the person you're in to heal and become this way. But it's like, again, someone who's loyal, faithful, honest, compassionate, giving, you know, all these things. All right. Here it feels like you feel like there's a lot on your shoulders, and here it feels like assistance, help, equal effort. All right, let's look at outcome and guidance. Fourth chakra comes out, heart chakra, and number 3, blossoming abundance, a new beginning is what I'm getting. I know it's abundance, but I'm definitely getting like new beginning. Whenever I see the blossoming abundance card, I get like you're crawling out of this dark cave. See how it looks like it's coming out into this opening? It seems big. That's why I think the word abundance is here. But I feel like it's just what you've been wanting this whole time, right? And then the heart chakra is just giving me confirmation that you manifested this through the heart space. Like this is something about equal efforts, soulmate, right? Peace in myself, inner union. I love that. Manifesting inner union first. Perfect. The perfect person, right? Oh my gosh, Frida. I love it. Okay, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming in here and hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so very much and for participating, and Pooja for coming back. But yes, guys, thanks everyone for helping. All my moderators, thank you, helping with the list. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night we're gonna do fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm gonna have so much to tell you because I get to go spend my day on the lake. I'm so excited about it. So I will see everyone tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.